ass and legs. It's about time that you started building me an ass and some legs. I have been waiting for many, many years. I'm going to be starting on a project here, and it's something I've been thinking about. And if you've been watching my Uncle Dorkel skits, the last one I believe was about his legs. I went to Goodwill today, and they're not all that cheap for used stuff, but I was looking for a large pair of pants, and I got a $5.99 for these here. When I measured Uncle Dorkel around his body, he was 48 inches around. The circumference was 48 inches. Well, these are the largest pants they had. They're 48 inches. I have no idea what their leg is. I have to measure it. But they're about 8 inches longer than mine. I got a 30-inch leg, and the legs on this are much longer. And they're in pretty good shape, so I got that. So now you're probably wondering what this is. Well, this is something that I have no idea what it is. Something to do with babies or something, but they had it over there, $1.99, and it's going to be his ass, a part of it. And I didn't have a tape measure. I had them measure the circumference of this all the way around, and this is 47 inches. So this is going to be fastened to the bottom of Uncle Dorkel, and the leg mechanism will be built in here. A little closer look here. We didn't know what this was. This was all by itself sitting over there. As a matter of fact, they wanted $3.99 for it, and I said, it's not, it belongs to something, you know, and it says, I could probably use this if you take a measurement all the way around here. I need to know what this circumference is of that, because it's almost identical to the base of Uncle Dorkel. Uncle Dorkel isn't perfectly round. He's got rounded corners and kind of flat in the front and flat in the back and curved on the side. So this would be perfect. This will probably sit this way with Uncle Dorkel on top of it, but they took it in the back room. They measured it, come out at 47 inches. And he marked the price down to $1.99 instead of $3.99. So I says, okay, we'll go for it. So that's what I got today. And jeans is what I wanted, you know, I wanted to get. And I'm going to explain what I want to do here. I did want some kind of a support for his legs, not to have it all just stuffed and flexible. You know, like you see most of these Halloween figures made with, you know, the pants stuffed with leaves and stuff like that. We don't want that kind of look. We want a more natural look. So the first thing I want to do, figure out what I'm going to have for the hinges, the hinge idea. And I got to put a base in here first. So we're going to come back on the video. I'm going to do some thinking here. Okay, I took the word of the guy at the Goodwill with his measurements, because he took it in the back room here. You're going to see it's not easy to measure. He's way off. It's 54 inches. That's to the outside of this. Let's see what it is in here. You need a cloth. Can't do it. You need a cloth ruler. You need to have a couple people hold it. It's actually 54 inches all the way around, but I think I can work with that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go get Uncle Dorkle and see if I can set him on this way or this way. If I mounted them this way, the pants would fit better down here because it's a little easier and I think it's less. This is 54 inches here, as close as I could read it. Yeah, 54. I'm not allowing for these different depressions and so forth. I'm gonna get Mr. Afflock it out here. He's not fitting on there as good as I thought he would. I would hate like hell to have to cut that thing. That defeats the purpose of buying it. I needed something that was half made anyways, and I could finish the rest off. You have to remember that Uncle Dorkle's body is not going to be permanently attached to the base, or the ass, in other words. It's removable, so when I bring him in or wherever I'm doing a skit, the legs would be brought in afterwards if needed. So we're going to take him off this thing now. Right, we're going to turn it over. And see, I imagine he'll just drop right in there. But you got to remember too, I don't want to cover up the jacks and stuff on the back. Alright, let's see. I just stuck them in there. Yep. The way this is, I guess what I can do, put the board in like that, but have the legs come out down there to this. In other words, this would be mounted this way. I would have to actually put a board on top of this. It's getting to be a lot of work. What I'm going to do is to make a template of the base, outline of the base of Uncle Dorkle, and then work with the template. Okay, and this is the cutout. I hated to use this stuff because I use this for different signs and things. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm gonna cut this out, and this way I can work with this instead of trying it on him, and then I can probably, make a pattern out of wood or something that'll fit in there. Or, like I say, I may take a board, piece of plywood, cut it out, round it, trace this out, and set Dorkle's body on this, and this is tapered down here so the pants will fit better, but the pants are going to slide off. Naturally, I'm going to have to, where the belt goes, where you can't see it, I'll have to screw the pants to this plastic and then stick a belt in there to hide it, because the pants will be permanently on this. Now, what I was saying here is originally I wanted it this way. Dorco had to have a nice flat spot to sit the bottom here onto here, and it wouldn't rock or anything, and it would be fastened somehow so it can be removed, and then having the legs come out down here with the hinge mechanism for the two legs on here, and the legs coming up like this, so that it'll be like this when it's mounted. But I may have to go the other way, put the board here for the legs, make substantial holes in here and here through the bottom of this, and have the legs come out this way, so that this will be, the Dorco will be sitting on the plywood on this, and the legs coming down this way. Before we do anything, we're going to cut this out. All right, I'm going to try to, these are 48. I know they're not going to fit. Hold these legs up in the air, Tom. Just hold these legs like this, so that I can get this. I want to try this waist.
Take that tag off too, right?
I don't care about the tag. I'll do that later. Let it down. I just want to, no, hold it up. Just enough so I can see if this will go around him. And it's not going to go around him. Okay. This is supposed to be 48 waist, but this thing turns out to be 53 inches. So it could probably go on this side, which is probably the way I'm going to have to do it. Okay, we're always changing, because this is on the think stage now. If we mounted this like this, we got a problem. So what I'm going to do, instead of doing this thing here, okay, as I started to say before that school bus drowned my voice out, we mount it this way. Okay, we can get the pants on, but we still got to make a band going around here so that we can put the belt on, because this is going to be too big, and I can't get the pants buttoned up. We're going to use this board, or one like it, on this side to mount the brackets for the hinges instead of on the inside, so we don't have to cut any holes in this. All we do is just screw it in. But before we do any of that, we're going to lay this on a piece of plywood. We're going to trace this out, and you see this lip here, 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 and here. Well, we'll have to grind these off, I guess, so that there's little curvatures there, so that the plywood will fit on the inside of this flush. This is probably about 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch. So we'll find a piece of plywood to put right in here. I'll cut it with a saber saw, so that this will be closed up. And then Dorco's body could sit right on here, and then over here and on this end, on each end, down here, there'll be a clip so that I can remove his rear end from his body. And the legs will come out down here. There'll be a band going around here of probably cardboard, the only thing I really got to work with, and masking tape. And the legs will have to come out far enough down so that when he sits, if you can imagine, see, this is the bottom of his ass. His legs will have to be able to turn like that, which means his hinge mechanism is going to have to be somewhere down in this area. Can't be up here, because then you're limited to this, if you get what I'm trying to say.